What are you talking about? Oh, it's just appropriate for the weather. Hello, what's gear to you, and welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Odyssey. In the previous episode, we conquered everything there was to see and do in the Metro Kingdom. And it makes me feel super bittersweet because it's one of my favorite locations in the entire Mario series. And now we have no reason to ever go back there ever again. It makes me so sad. But anyway, in today's video, we'll be doing the same exact thing, but in Snow Kingdom form. Now you may notice that the game audio is kind of all music and no sound effects right now. And the reason for that is really silly. So, I recorded this video in the next one with the mindset of doing post-commentary, and what I do for videos like that is that I'll go through the footage and make like a pre-edited video so that like everything is all nice together and I could just talk over it without having to worry about, okay, this is the footage that's going to be used, we'll be quiet for the next 5 minutes and then we'll talk again, so I don't have to do anything like that. And when I was editing through that footage, I was listening to music, so I muted the audio on in the editing program. And then when I was rendering it, I forgot to unmute it. So I don't have the footage anymore, like the original recording session footage. So yeah, that's kind of a big mistake on my part. So I do apologize for that. But we get to listen to Snow Kingdom music anyways. That's gonna be pretty fun. So the first Kingdom Power Moon thingy we'll be taking care of in this video. We're over here and talk to this Treverian. You found me! I thought I was pretty well hidden. I give you this. Just let me stay right here, okay? Hide and seek in the snow. And the next thing we'll be taking care of is we're going over here and opening up the moon rock. Yay! And because we don't have any game audio, we gotta make up our own sound effects. Swirly, 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 lift off! Explosions! Map noise! Doo-doo-doo! And we'll go over here and talk to you. We're the roving racer, stuck between two pipes. Well, guess we'll keep on racing for the rest of our life. So, the Snow Kingdom thingy, as per usual with all these Master Cup race things. The regular cup you can do any time after you defeat Bowser, and the Master Cup is the one that becomes available after you open up the Moon Rock. So, I really like this one, how it's set in the Blizzard setting from the beginning of the Snow Kingdom. And I'm pretty sure I mentioned this before, but I just really wish that when you're playing Luigi's Balloon World, this wasn't a thing. Because as much as I love the Blizzard effect in this world, it's not very good for Luigi's Balloon World, which is a mode, you know, based around looking around the environment and trying to find things. And also especially doesn't help that a lot of the power moons require you to get the snow blizzard jerks and blow platforms around. And those things are not very fun to collect and stuff, so yeah, that's a little bit on the unfortunate side. But now I'll be going over here and we'll be racing you once again. Oh, this is going to be a super original level that we've never seen before. Beep, 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 boo! Alright, so since we got no game audio, I gotta make up all the sound effects here. So, jump, round, jump, 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 snow sound effects, it's snowing. Ooh, jumping. Swirly, tornado swirly in the snow. Ooh, that is an evil swirly, tornado swirly. Long jump. And there's a light of the level, victory sound effects. We did it! Yay! Clap for joy. And the next one we'll be taking care of is going to be... There we go. I thought the footage was going to transition a little sooner, but the next one's going to be super easy to find. So if you don't know where this one is, I don't know what to tell you. It's literally right next to the Odyssey, so... That one is a very difficult one to figure out. I don't know how I knew where that one was. Cough, cough, cough. So yeah, a lot of the power moons are going to be outside the main central hub area. They're all kind of going to be out in the open, so they're not super difficult to find or anything like that. Just keep looking around and you'll eventually see something shiny in the distance, and you'll eventually be able to figure it out. It also helps the fact that, you know, they literally mark their location on the map, so like, the moon rock power moons aren't super difficult to find and things like that. It's just that there's so many of them that it does take a little while to get through them all, which I'm fine with, because one thing I really love about the pacing of this game is that the actual story mode itself is pretty short. So, yeah, like, breezing through it, we probably would have been able to have finished the story in just like 20 episodes or something like that. It only took like 35 or whatever, because we were trying to get everything up to that point. So when you're just playing the story mode, this game is very short, but if you're going for 100% completion, it could take a while, and that's what I really like about this game. That's what I really like about, like, a lot of games like that in general, where if you're the kind of person who just kind of wants to go through the game quickly, that's a good option for you. But if you want to take the time and see everything there is to do, you can also go for 100% completion and things like that. So it's kind of like Crash Bandicoot 4 in a way. Because, well, that game does have a fairly decently length for a story. It's not like super long or anything like that, but the story mode for that one's probably longer than Mario Odyssey. But if you're going for 100% completion in that game, you are going to be there for a while. Alright, so for this one right here, the same strategy before applies here as well, where I try to look for like a landmark in the environment to pinpoint where we're going to need to turn and trying to figure out what the good angle is going to be. This one I would say is the hardest of the walk racing thingies in the game, because at least with the circles, if you keep the thumbstick at an angle and move the camera in a way, it's a very easy thing, somewhat, sort of, kind of. But this one right here, this one took me a couple tries. I could try and claim that I did it first try and it was easy, too easy, but I'm gonna be honest, it took me like 7 attempts or something like that. But I was really happy when we got 100% on the point thingy, so that was like super exciting, and I was like really happy about that. And in that moment, I was really wishing we were doing live commentary at that point, because like I was super excited, but I made the mistake of not doing live commentary. Sorry, that much of a reason why. Like, I was more so just like experimenting with something that I wanted to try, because I wanted to see if editing these videos would be easier if I did post commentary instead of live commentary. Nope. So my mindset was like, for doing live commentary, sometimes like I'll keep rambling on with the story after we get the power moon, and that will make the thing take longer, and that might take longer to edit. But nope. This takes longer to edit because I gotta pre-edit the video so that everything's smooth for me to talk over. And then we have mistakes like this where I was a big dumb dummy head who didn't have the audio unmuted before pre-editing. So yeah, this was not my smartest moment, which is saying quite a lot, especially if you've seen Pokemon Emerald Co-Star. So this over here with the Cheep, I recommend you bring it over to that small puddle over there, because I believe if it's going to be out of the water for too long, it will disappear. So once we bring it over here, the hat person thingy, I remember their names off the top of my head, the hat person thingy is going to be super happy, and I'll be right with the world, and we will get a shiny. I met a snow Cheep! Exclamation point! And going down in this area, all the major tunnel areas that we used to like open up the gates and stuff during the main story of the Snow Kingdom, they all have like an additional power moon in here as well. And I think earlier in the Let's Play, I did get confused because I thought this power moon would showed up earlier, but it didn't. So yay, now we'll have that power moon, and it's going to be super yummy. It probably is going to be super yummy, honestly, because they do look like gusher candies. They look so juicy. Like, I see a power moon, I just want to eat it. How have they not had power moon candies yet? Like, they had a Mario Odyssey cereal, but no Mario Odyssey gusher candy. Nintendo, what is wrong with your marketing team? Also, that box right there is really fun. I always want to try and see if I can just have Cappy at an angle, just keep spinning and destroy all the boxes at once, but I've never been able to pull it off. Back over here in the brutal battle arena thingy, there's gonna be like a bump in the ground that you want to destroy. Because bumps in the ground are not allowed in this universe. You're either a flat surface or you're a hill. You are not allowed to be a bump. That is just rude. So now we're going over here and we got the Goombas! Yay, I love Goombas! Goombas are adorable! I especially loved them in the Mario movie. Like, they didn't play a big role in... They didn't play a big role in the Mario movie, but there was this one moment when... Like, Bowser's talking to his minions and things like that, and it's just super cute. Because, like... it was just super cute. I'm sorry, I'm distracted because I was thinking of that scene and I was like, wait, hold on, I'd actually finish the story, yep. So they're all talking, and the Goombas are like, he's like, Goombas, Koopas, whatever those things are. You see the Goombas, one of them is like gnawing on the other one's head. It's like one of the most adorable things ever. I loved the Mario movie so much. That was like, that was such a fun one. I really hope they do like a sequel at some point. And like, here's the thing, like I really want to see a Mario movie sequel, but at the same time, I really hope they do put the attention and care into it that they did with the first movie, because like I love the first Despicable Me movie. Despicable Me 2 I thought was just okay. I never saw the third one, but my worry is that if they do make a sequel, that it's just not going to be as fun as the first movie was. But, like, that movie made like $1 bazillion, so, like, there's no way they're not going to make a sequel. If they do make a sequel, like, I would love to see some of the more obscure Mario characters make an appearance, because they can definitely play it safe with another story and things like that, but I'd love to see more obscure characters like Captain Toad or Toadette or Toadsworth or Pauline or people like that, because like it would just be really fun if they were able to do something like that. Alright, so for the next one, there's gonna be this area where we got the flower roads. Yeah, this is gonna be a fun one. So I really do like these challenges here where, like, they've had challenges like hide doors and things like that throughout the main game, but the post-game ones feel like they're just a little bit more, I don't want to say difficult, but they're a little bit more challenging than the previous ones, and I really do like that, because by now you've already been playing the game for several hours already, so this is like a really good test for how well you know the game's playstyle and things like that. It's always very fun when games do that. Also, it's just really fun seeing them kind of like combining ideas from the Snow Kingdom and the Wooded Kingdom, because the game also does a lot of things like that, where they take like some primary gameplay mechanics from one world and kind of mix it with another one. It's really cool. Although it does remind me of the Wooded Kingdom, and anything that reminds me of the Wooded Kingdom is automatically bad, so I take back everything that I ever said nice about this level. This is the most evil Mario level in the history of anything ever. Like, if you've played any other Mario game and you thought those levels were difficult, nope, this one tops them all. This is more difficult than Sunshine's Lily Pad level or Galaxy 2's Perfect Run. Just nothing will ever be able to compare to the atrocities of this level, reminding me of the Wooded Kingdom. How dare you? Now, the hidden moon in this area took me a good while to find, but eventually we'll be over here and collect our next reward. Yay! Looking back on the Flower Road. Oh, yeah. Why is it saying not transitioning to the next Power Moon? We already saw this footage. There we go. I don't know why they took so long. And now for the final batches of Power Moons. I'm going to assume that is correct. Yep, it is. Alright, so the next one is going to be here. We got all these adorable little twerps, and they're just so adorable. And like, here's the thing. I've already ranted about the fact that they don't have paper Survarians and Origami King. I've also just realized the other day that I've never actually seen fan art of that either. Like, why isn't anybody drawing fan art of a paper Survarian? That'd be the cutest thing ever. Anyway, now we go here and talking to this guy. Welcome to the secret racing course. Only certain racers are allowed to compete here. This course is long. You will need all your skills to be able to read fast enough for past Lady Gear to you to not be a jerk and go through the dialogue too quickly. But anyway, now in the Bound Bowl Grand Prix, Iceburn Circuit Class A. I didn't sign up for this class. No, I didn't study. I don't even know if I have the right credentials for it yet. Alright, so everybody over here. And the level is fun. That's a great way to describe a level, Lady Gear, to you. You've only been doing this for 11 years. Alright, so this is a similar level style to the previous Cheeverian race you saw there in the main story. But this one's a little bit more difficult. There's a lot more bumps in the road, and there's a lot more chances to go off-road. And the racers in general are just a lot more difficult because they don't really make a whole lot of as many mistakes bouncing across the areas. So what I recommend you do, I recommend you just be careful. Be careful and make sure that whenever you bounce that you don't go off the track or anything like that. Like that. It's not the end of the world, at least for this level. But if you do go off the track, it's not the end of the world. Just keep going, keep trying. So I definitely do also recommend you try to bounce on the lower part of the bounding ground thingy, because I've tend to notice that that part, like you'll cut through the corners a lot faster if you bound through the smaller lower part of the hill. So that's definitely something you want to keep in mind. Also, I just gotta say, now, you can do this with button controls, but I just love using the motion controls for this too, because not only is it just fun to use the motion controls on this, but the HD Rumble just has a really satisfying feeling to it. Now, it's a little hard to describe, but, and I don't know if this is intentional, but I always kind of interpreted it as like you're holding like a fluffy glove or something like that, and it's moving in the wind or something. Now, that might not be the best way to describe it, but you do get like a slight rumble with the HD Rumble when you're going through that, and I just always thought it was a really fun thing. Like, I love the HD Rumble on the Joy-Cons, and I really wish a lot of modern games still use them. I like how I say modern game, but we're playing a modern game. Our supersonic Cheeverian did the thingy, and we're going to dialogue too quickly. Finally, now you will show us some real speed. The final prize is a Power Moon. You will participate, of course. Let's start the vis. Beep, 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 beep. I did the first beep a little too soon. Yeah. Alrighty then. So, this is going to be the same track as before, but now the racers are going to be super duper mean and evil. They're going to throw blue shells at you. They're going to throw a flamethrower. All that fun Mario Kart goodness. Except none of that is actually here. Haha, I tricked you. Except I didn't, because nobody believes my lies. Alright, so let's go over this way and continue the strategy of bounding on the smaller part of the railing. Now, don't be discouraged if you're not in first place by the end of the first lap. The top racers here are super quick, so it is going to take you a bit to catch up, like pretty much no matter what you do, but just keep going. They're going to trip up at some point, and when that happens, that's going to be your opportune time to go. This did take me a couple tries to do when I was recording this, so don't be discouraged if it takes you a couple tries, and definitely keep going even if you're not in first place at the end of the first lap. Just keep going. You can do it. I believe in you. You have the power to do anything if you have cookies. And even if you don't have cookies, you know what? You know what? I still believe in you. Like, even if you don't have a cookie, you're still super important, and I believe in you. You can do it. And that was Lady Gear Use TED Talk 2023. I was wanting to say 2022, but I was like, wait, that's not this year. That was the previous year. As in the one that happened last year. Yeah, that's how time works, probably. Unless it actually is 2022. And it was just an abnormally long year. What if there's a year where it's just randomly, like 2 years, but it's 1 year instead? Like the Earth rotation just decided to slow down by a lot, and it takes twice as long to go around the sun than usual. I wonder what that would be like. It sounds like the story for like a really bad movie. What if the Earth slowed down? Ooh. But that was everything in the Snow Kingdom. We have another kingdom down. I say this every time. But the strawberries are just so cute. Like, I'm just gonna have this frame on there for a little bit longer. Just look at how cute these things are. They're just so cute. I love them so much. But that was everything in the Snow Kingdom. All the power moons, all the regional coins, absolutely everything about this place. We're gonna miss you, Snow Kingdom. But I'm taking care of all that for this video off here. So thank you guys so much for watching this video through Super Mario Odyssey. In the next episode, we're taking care of the Seaside Kingdom. Thank you so much for watching this video. And next time, leave the gator to you. Oh yeah.